Welcome back, everyone, guys and gals and binary pals. Welcome, one and all.
Non-binary pals.
Did I say binary? My mistake. Yes, I
It's
probably.
confusing.
Yeah, well, I probably should have a script. Honestly, I should probably read instead of making things up on the fly. Um. Uh. Yeah. So. Uh. We have a I don't I tweeted about this earlier. I'm not sure if this counts as or if such a thing exists, but we're having a little bit of a Thanksgiving miracle here, as all of us are available and able. So we're going to play some D&D here in the world of Mundus.
Welcome to Black Friday.
Right. um.
I can't go with my usual response to that because it's after Thanksgiving, so I have to allow it.
Fair. Same here.
Normally, I would just immediately be bah humbug, but
Work retail. I'm always bah humbug.
As
yeah,
as long as we're past Thanksgiving, I am okay with Christmas.
yeah, 100%.
Yeah, same. With that being said, though, just everybody's here except for the blind archer. She running late. She had to stop and grab food, which is important. Always nourish yourself and excuse me. Yes.
Meh. It's not that important.
Eh. It is whenever you're a big man who gets really bad hangry pains.
Oh, I don't get hanger pains. I
said hangry pains.
I don't get hangry pains. Sheesh. I just start feeling weak and lightheaded and dizzy.
I'm the angry version of the Snickers commercial. Alrighty, so with that means we'll be kind of jumping pretty much right into tonight's episode. However, first we need to do a recap. So, are there any volunteer tributes?
I need the inspiration.
And you're the one who would remember the most, probably.
Remember or read from my notes?
There's the difference.
Yes. Surprisingly, I only have one page for last session.
Okay.
Well, if nobody's going to object, yeah. So last time in the world of Mundus, I missed out on the first portion, but I had Katya's fate described to me as returning from the material plane and going almost splat on the ground, but didn't die, thankfully. We searched the necromancer that we had just defeated, and the what do we call it? The whatever the bone claw became.
Shadowfell General.
Yes, that thing. Essentially, we checked them for fancy things and anything of importance. Looted the bodies, and then one of the items we found was the corrupted staff of On, which previously they had escaped with, or been banished with, more like it, but then escaped. Now that we finally had it, I decided that we should probably head back and finish that mission before we head off to places unknown, and managed to convince the party to turn around and head back towards the Tree of On. So we had a really good day of travel and managed to make it back to the tree by the end of the day, and we arrived with the staff, and Denoch and I were going to return it, but Denoch wanted to go first. So he goes in there and he starts talking to An, and they talk about the necromancer and how she was possibly in a space with time acceleration. This is also the domain where the Sleeping King is at, and then An went to grab the staff and try to cleanse it himself, but he fought hard, and Dinok decided to
He struggled.
he struggled. He fought hard and he struggled. So Dinok went to help out. A few minutes later, Katya joins them in An's domain, and without any context, immediately rushes to assist Dinok. And with just a little bit of extra luck, we tip the scales in favor of cleansing the staff. Now, Dinok could have just as easily been trying to wrest power from An or trying to kill him, and I would have just helped him with that. But take my chances. An was restored to his former glory with the power of his staff, and while he wasn't able to make us a duplicate of his staff that was of the same power as his, he was able to make a nice wand that was still decent enough for Dinok to make it worth a trade. He gave us a magical leaf that could be used to call one of his champions in a time of great need. And lastly, the Boon of An has been upgraded to its full capacity. Well worth the travel. Then we had one hell of a grand feast that night. And then after that, I believe we just rested.
If you remember the details of the feast, why don't you tell everyone so that they are also reminded of what occurred?
Yes. So An went out among the tables and he tapped them with his staff, and from essentially flower petals and nature, all these amazing, perfectly cooked foods had sprouted up, and from eating them, we became immune to fear and poison for the next 4 days. We gained temporary HP to the amount of, looks like 20 temp HP. And I believe, did I put this in my notes maybe? Yes, so we're immune to poison and frightened. All wisdom saving throws are done at advantage, and our max HP is increased by 20 for 4 days. Is that correct?
I believe so. It's what it.
Okay.
I believe you. Well, because it's basically a god casting heroes feast, and I believe you got all the rules of the spell without looking it up. The
Right.
Yeah, the 20 hit points I believe was correct as well, because I rolled pretty well on it.
And we didn't exactly stop for the night there. Dinok was trying to collect himself, but he had more things he wanted to ask on.
Of course.
And so we gave him some time to figure that out.
Ooh.
He had, a week or two?
2. Let's see. What is this? Is this jovial? That's jovial. Loud.
Oh, I like
it.
it.
Jovial. So.
Did I earn my inspiration?
Of course.
Thank you.
Yes.
I have to clarify before I go and just take it.
Yeah. One thing that was missed on the Heroes Feast is all wisdom saving throws are made at advantage.
I said that.
I'm
pretty sure I said that.
Bad. That's my bad.
It's all good. The information's out there now.
For whatever reason, I was thinking this the spell also made you make death saving throws at advantage. Nope, actually that's Beacon of Hope, I believe. Never mind.
Dang, that would be
It'd be
awesome.
great if it
Considering how many times I,
Beacon of Hope, you have a cleric. Look at him, not me.
cleric.
So,
He's like fireball.
Cleric.
He's like fireball. I quicken your death.
My point in life, all I do is burn things.
oh, 1 second. There we go. Okay. Sorry. Making a couple last adjustments. So, as we kind of return to the evening, turn that music down just a little bit more. It's a little loud on my end, so hopefully it's not too bad for y'all or stream. Just a pinch for... That'll do. So, as the festivities and the party that continue to go on around you guys, and as you guys enjoy food and drink and merriment, interaction with the Wraith family, Cardin's brethren, and rest of family, you assume. What would you guys like to do for the evening?
Well, I'm going to enjoy this good food while I have it because I have a feeling I'm not going to get good food for a while after this.
Okay. During
As a
this
matter of
ti-
fact, is it possible to replenish some rations?
No, all of this food will disappear when the feast is over.
Damn. Okay.
Yeah, sorry. Part of the spell.
Yep.
Well, I hope
And-
19 days worth of rations will be enough.
Ought to be. You guys are also welcome to to ask any questions of On that you guys may have at this point. Yeah, I'll leave it over. I'll turn it over to you guys.
Anyone?
Good question.
Valmar's just gonna basically party for a while. He's not really thinking too much. At the moment, he kind of wants to forget,
Okay.
at least for a night.
Mm-hmm. So, and with that, there is effectively any kind of, in any means that you wish to party, it is provided. There are wines and ales galore. The food is immaculately prepared. There's everything you could desire here at this effectively table that kind of has been created by the god of nature, who currently is enjoying some of the food and wine himself, and just kind of making idle chit chat with those around him.
I'd like to get up and dance, but now I'm kind of full.
I mean, you're welcome. You're welcome to dance to the music. You would see that there are plenty of others dancing as well. Many.
I'll let my food settle first.
Okay. Plenty of young kids running around at this point. I say young; they're like 10. I mean, that's young for most of us. They're running around and having an absolute blast. Is there anything anybody would like to do, or anything anyone would like to ask, whether that be about magical items, other questions you may have, anything you want to pick On's brain about?
mean, he is on.
Yes. He is he is, one of the gods of this realm and your patron, effectively.
Yeah. That brings up a great question for me.
Uh-huh.
Actually. I'm going to straight ask him, where are all of the parts of Cloud Splitter?
He kind of laughs and goes, and then he kind of just goes,
And I show him the axe, obviously.
mm-hmm. He goes, believe it or not, I am familiar with this relic. Cloud Splitter was broken into many pieces long ago. In terms of the pieces and where they are, that I cannot say. I'm not sure where they are. It looks as though you have acquired several pieces at this point. Are you aware of how many that you have currently combined into your blade?
3, I believe.
3. Then I believe... Sorry, I'm moving things around. I believe you are just about a third of the way there, then. I believe there are a total of 8 pieces.
Yes. So there are 8 pieces. I had heard that rumored, but could never be for sure.
Let me check you. Yes, actually, the blade was forged long ago by Kine, one of my brothers. I actually need to look up. Was not expecting a question about Cloud Splitter. I need to make sure I don't have additional lore written somewhere else before I give you what I have. Cloud Splitter. Bum bum bum. Gotcha. Yes, so Cloud Splitter was forged between, I don't want to say between, as a gift by Kine, one of my brethren, for a nephew of his, I suppose. Thela, one of my sisters, gave birth to the creation of a type of giant known as storm giants. Fierce warriors. And when this blade was You okay?
Are there game stuff?
There was
Okay.
no worries. There this blade was originally given as a gift to the first of the storm giant lords, effectively the firstborn, first created storm giant, and upon his death, there were some complications, let's say, and as such, the blade was determined. We determined that the blade, in the honor of him, would be separated and given, and the one who reunited all of the pieces may, if he so chooses, rule the Storm Giants once again. So, you are not the only one seeking the pieces of this blade, and one of each of my brethren and myself took a piece and hid it within the material plane. So, you have 3 pieces as of this moment, which means you have found excuse me. You have found 3 of the 8 hidden pieces of Cloud Splitter.
We. I am like, ooh.
Yep.
What? Okay.
That's
Thank you, sir. That's great and very relevant information because this has been my main weapon up to this point, and I hold Cloud Splitter. I'm like, but I also would like to know what you think of this monstrosity, and I hold up the other sword, the one I just got.
oh, you hold up the Massacre Blade.
Yeah, I want to know what On thinks of it.
He looks at it and kind of goes, "Fascinating. May I?"
May I roll insight?
Sure.
Just
You can-
like see if he will potentially be doing something to the blade.
Yeah, I
Because-
apparently do not have my dice in front of me, so I'll just roll 20 and hide it. Oh, that's a low roll, but he's a god, so
21.
21. Very good roll.
Pardon.
There does not seem to be any kind of malicious intent behind his behind the question or his current appearance.
Okay, I'll give it to him help first then.
Okay. And he kind of takes it and he takes a few steps away from the tables as to not to bother people who are still eating, and will take a couple of Carden, you would note, very practiced swings of the sword, and you can hear it kind of cutting through the air, this as the weight of the blade swings and passes through. And then he considers for a moment, and you watch as a flash of light kind of emanates from his eyes, just briefly. And you've seen Dinok do this kind of a spell before. He's effectively identifying it.
Okay.
And he ponders on it for a moment. Actually, I need to roll another d20 for him. Okay. The blade itself has some very unique and diverse properties to it. However, there's one thing that kind of concerns me. And that's simply that I cannot identify the creator of this weapon. Typically,
At that, you hear Dinok kind of choke a little.
Okay.
typically, I can recognize the magical signature of any of my brethren or any mortal on this plane. So, through the use of the identify spell, it kind of, makes me aware of the magical signature that is there, and it's not any of my brothers or any mortal's signature. So I don't know who crafted this blade. Given the situation that we currently find ourselves in, though, it's not impossible that it could have been a demon engineer, demon engineered of a blade. Could be, I mean, I'm not sure where you acquired this, but it could have been from the Sleeping King, perhaps, or even a lackey of his that I just am not aware of due to the plane separation.
Then I will
It came
use
from
it.
the neck.
Then I will
it came-
use it in the Inquisition crusade against the demon army.
You do as you will.
Thank you, my liege.
Of course. And I believe you were trying to say something, Denock.
No. Just
Of course.
to hear a god say they can't do something, even just a little bit on the surprising side.
Yes, honestly, in my circles, the hearing a god say something they can't do is a lot more common than you might think. However, mortals tend to play it up, the whole role of a god. It's not that it's not that we can't do anything. It's each of us are particularly good at something or another, whereas we would be lacking in kind of our opposites. For example, my brother Kine, he rules over the domain of war and violence. Excuse me. But on the flip side of that, he is not very good when it comes to political matters or
Art.
Yes, art would be one of those, although I will say he does have a very artistic view on battle. Kind of just kind of a face, but regardless, he tends to, he's not an individual to kind of present as the good face of most of us.
That's fair, I guess. Not everybody knows everything. Well,
he kind of hesitates for a moment and kind of goes, "Do not let Scientia hear you say that, because she will take it as a challenge, and personally." Anyway, he kind of looks at you and goes, "I'm going to refill my drink. If anybody else shall need me, I will be drinking." And he will kind of wander back to the table. So, anyone else have anything, or do you guys just plan on partying into the night?
Denock's just going to be more introspective, looking
Okay.
into his cup.
I'm gonna see if... Given that you're not necessarily drinking, but kind of staring heavily into your cup at a certain point, On will kind of not like come rushing over to you, but as he's kind of like idly walking by, will kind of go, "Something on your mind, Denock?"
A lot of things, but
copper for your thought, and he'll sit down and produce a copper piece and set it on the table next to you.
Enoch will look at it for a second, then kind of snort like, eh. I suppose earlier when I asked if you could contact your sister Scientia to find the most suitable location, you said you couldn't because you were not at full power. Now that you are...
Yes, it would probably be possible. I would... Kind of looks around and up towards the sky a little bit. Might wait till morning, but it's possible, I suppose. And you were wanting me to find what exactly?
A lot of questions, some about magics that, well, you know my deal, my wife. If anyone knows magic that can bring her back, it would be the mother of all inventions and all magic.
Ah, okay. Yes, that would be a delightful question for her,
Another would be more along the lines of hidden knowledge of the Sleeping King. If there's anything in his story that would, even a little detail that would help us defeat him if we ever fought. Because looking at our path now, I do fear that is our eventual fate, to fight the Sleeping King.
I would pray that you don't have to, Dinok, but I understand that things can be challenging, and sometimes fate is a bitch. But I'd be glad to share with you what I know on the Sleeping King issue, and I will definitely reach out to Scientia in the morning. In terms of what I know about the Sleeping King, however, you're aware of vampires, correct?
Yes.
So,
One of his are currently harassing my island, shall we say.
That sounds like a bit of a problem. Well, I believe you would be able to handle most vampires at your guys' current stage. However, there is the problem with the Sleeping King and where his power resides. He is, how do you say, both vampire and effectively a lich, I believe is what Mortem has referred to him as. Effectively, that's just a never-dying, very, very, very powerful spellcaster.
One who has given their life up, yes.
And they call him the Sleeping King in this because he is a man-made god, effectively. He is an individual who has reached a point in his studies and abilities where he could, in theory, rival the power of a god. He wouldn't be able to fight multiple at a time, but he could definitely give one of us a run for our money in a one-on-one battle. And a battle between gods is enough to destroy at least one continent, depending on. Hey, Rona.
Hmm?
Your keyboard go clickety clack.
I'm sorry.
No, it's okay. I'm just letting you
It
know.
doesn't usually pick up on that.
You may need to adjust the sensitivity then.
Yeah.
Mhm. He
Right,
definitely
didn't we have to adjust sensitivity because of my campaign?
probably.
Ah.
I know somebody had to change some things about their settings to...
I don't recall.
Let me see here.
Mhm.
How about
The-
now? That might be too
I mean, if you're typing, I
not
didn't
sensitive
hear it.
enough.
Yeah,
Oh, I wasn't
we hear
typing.
you.
We heard you. Don't type, and we'll tell you.
Oh, don't type? Okay.
No, type.
Okay.
I'm not hearing it, so you ought to be fine.
Perfect.
Okay, I'm picking up very tiny click-clacks, but that's only because I've got everybody up.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So you should be fine now.
Okay. Good.
Yeah. The Sleeping King, powerful as he is, he does prefer the undead company, effectively. And I think that's simply for control and power. In terms of weaknesses, I would say probably anything that would be along the lines of what a vampire would, because he is still technically part vampire. So things like daylight would be, pure daylight would be harmful towards him, as well as using forms of radiant damage would be most effective against him. It wouldn't. I don't think he would be considered, vulnerable or weak to radiant damage. But I do believe that it would be one of the few damage types that he would not have some form of resistance against at this point.
So basically, and at this, Deanoch will kind of put his brow into his fingers, like pinching his brow ridges. John would have been the perfect weapon.
I don't believe I've met a John.
He was a paladin of... above game. Who was John's liege?
I'm pretty sure he was an Oathbreaker.
He did not have a deity he prayed to. he found the strength within himself, effectively.
All right, retcon, reverse.
Yeah.
So someone like John, only aligned to the light.
I do believe that your friend Carden will be in sometime in the future be a good tool and weapon against this individual. And he kind of turns and looks down towards Carden, who's probably stuffing his face with like an entire turkey at this point.
I see that.
Gobble gobble.
I totally am.
So,
And seeing the turkey thing, Deanoch will laugh and be like, "No, if only he could do that to real enemies."
devour them? Can't say that I would.
Let
know
me
of a way
turn
to-
the real enemies into cheese curds.
So, do you have any other things on your mind?
As I said, most questions are of magical nature. And as you said,
Yes,
your sister would be the best question.
She would be, and I I hope that fortune smiles upon you, and we'll find out in the morning. In the meantime, drink, enjoy, lighten up. You're safe here. And he'll get up and walk away.
Mm-hmm.
And he kind of, and keep the copper. Kind of smiles and gives you a wink and then walks away.
The other one will be on in a minute.
Oh, I'm the other one now? That's all I'm...
The other one.
The one who hath blessed me with food tonight.
Ah,
Now here's
Mrs.
the question.
On.
You said you had a question?
Well, to them,
Oh, gotcha.
what's the food?
What's the food's Culver's?
Ooh,
Oh.
Culver's is good. Honestly,
Yeah,
when you said cheese curds, I immediately went, I wonder if they have Culver's. And
I've never heard of it.
that
Wait,
doesn't
what?
surprise. He's
That
not.
doesn't- yeah.
Yeah, he's not from here.
That's true.
It's a local chain. I
That's
think.
why.
I think it's
No,
local.
it's not local. It's Midwest chain.
It's
Who
yeah.
doesn't know what Culver's is?
Rona.
Somebody who lives in Texas.
Mr. Texan?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Next time you're in town, we'll get you some, Rona.
That
Okay.
means come up soon.
As much as I wish I could.
I always have a spare bed ready to go whenever somebody needs to crash, so just let me know.
Now I just need to have the time and the money.
I'd say work more, but I don't wish that upon anybody in your industry.
Okay, I'm gonna be
What's the ranch here?
working plenty, believe me.
Hmm.
I guess I'll save you both.
Okay.
All right. So, anybody else have anything they would like to do tonight during the party? Valinar, let's roll a D100. Let's find out if you do anything embarrassing or not.
Fantastic. 11.
11. I'm gonna say you don't do anything like really embarrassing. I think the most embarrassing thing would probably be like maybe throwing up at some point.
Yep, that seems about right.
You know, Cardin will join Valinar.
In
Go
throwing
for it.
up?
Thinking?
No.
And rolling the D100, I think, is what he means.
Yes.
Okay.
I think we should all have to do this now.
Not Denock, he's not drinking to excess.
21. Okay. 21. Cardin, you'd probably be in about the same boat as Valinar. Maybe throw up, but definitely not as much as Valinar does.
Ah, my constitution is better than yours, Valley.
My constitution is better than yours.
Basically.
Uh,
And I was trying to hold it. Oh.
Katya, if you're partying hard, go ahead and roll a D100 for me.
I mean, I'm dancing, but that doesn't mean I'm safe. 99.
Oh no.
You're 99% drunk.
Oh Lord, I must be getting free drinks.
Hmm.
Do you have your illusion up?
Yeah.
Then
course.
yeah.
Man, if I wanted to be mean.
Do it!
Bring it. Bring
Okay.
it.
Okay.
I can handle it.
So
Now as well as you
find
can
out.
handle your drink, apparently.
Well, apparently not, because after a certain point in the night, there's a turkey that goes missing.
Okay.
A roasted turkey, and if anybody goes looking for it, Katya is stuffing it.
Oh no.
Oh!
Oh no!
That went south fast.
I said I could be mean, and you were guys like, do it! I'm like, you guys gave me permission.
One boy Valnar walks by.
Unlike
sees
that
Katia,
turkey.
pukes and says, "I didn't see anything," and leaves.
And then Dinok, who might have seen it, who has a keen mind, it's burned into his memory for forever.
I'm going to take 1d4 psychic damage from that one, I think. In fact...
Dinok, you throw up, but not from alcohol use.
I'm just like... Oh god, that is...
At the point of no return here.
Um,
I will not be including this in my notes because I will have no recollection of it anyway.
that's fair.
I think Dinok's probably going to be the only character with recollection of this.
I guess it
Well,
would depend on.
Is Asta?
Yeah, I was just gonna say, what is Asta doing? Has she been partying?
Is Asta partying?
Yes. Always.
Tell her-
Asta is always partying.
Great. I'm gonna roll a D100 for her then.
Okay, they're only.
She's taking turns on that turkey.
100 of them.
50.
Oh no!
Okay. If she would have rolled high close to yours, that would
Yeah.
have been bad. I would have been rolling another D100 for something completely different.
Oh no!
50. Okay. Oh wait, she's a dwarf. I'm gonna give her advantage on the roll because she would technically have the advantage.
One.
She's sober as a fucking duck.
You're
like,
sober as a fucking duck.
like, you guys
What
are
does
like,
that mean?
I don't know. I just said an animal. No, you guys are like trash, and Asta is like drinking from a stein, and you're like, that's not really fair. And then you look behind her, and she's already emptied like 3 kegs, and you're like, ow!
Wow.
What?
I
have my
Bluetooth
earbuds in, and as soon as I joined, you are just really fucking loud.
Ah, I apologize.
Also, there is a reverb because you're both in the same room.
You beat me to
Yeah, it seemed that.
Stop stuffing the turkey!
Oh my god, you're even
Shouldn't you
louder.
be saying that to yourself?
it. No, so effectively, Asta is just because she's a dwarf has been unable to get drunk tonight, and that's what we're
Dang it.
going with.
That's gotta be heartbreaking.
It only happens on a 1.
What?
yeah.
Oh, I'll just.
Alrighty. Anyone else would like to do anything for the night then? If not, we'll jump to the next morning.
Can I just be like Castiel in Supernatural and drink a whole liquor store?
You've already drank 3 kegs and still going. I don't know how much more of a liquor store you could fit in your dwarven body.
It goes right through her.
You know what? That's how she'll see Katya with his favorite turkey then.
Aww.
after
I,
using
at
the
this
lube.
point, I'm not able to keep my concentration on maintaining my form, I guess.
Using the alter self.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably not. I mean, I'll allow it to go either way if you really want.
Oh, Lord.
Anyway. Anyone else have anything they would like to do tonight during the party? Otherwise, I'm going to jump to the next morning. Going once. Going twice. Alright. You all take a
Is it
long
sold?
rest. You all take a long rest. All of your spell slots, hit points come back. Remember, everybody has an additional 20 for the time being. Thanks to the Hero's Feast.
Long rest.
Because I believe you guys cannot be poisoned, none of you are hungover. As the morning comes,
Thank God.
and the day is yours.
Well, what shall we do today, guys?
Actually, something dawns on me.
Mm-hmm.
Valnar wants to use scrying to try and get the last 20% of those runes for his church on his island.
Okay. Oh man, what was I having you roll for those?
I want to say it was like
it was a perception check and an
Perception.
intelligence check afterwards. So
Okay. Okay.
it's a location, so it can't save. So
Yeah.
8. Oof.
It's,
Yeah. When were you scrying?
I probably would have scryed after breakfast upon realizing that I was so close.
After breakfast. Okay.
Yeah.
Then I would say, just because of that perception roll, due to the traffic that was in and out of the church at that time, you were just unable to see any of the glyphs that you have already, or any of the glyphs that you have not already seen.
Too many people.
Yeah, unfortunately. So, as you guys are having breakfast and you guys prepare for the day, On will greet you guys and just kind of, you guys will have safe travels until you reach the end of my domain, which, thanks to you, and he'll look at, well, to you two, and probably a joint effort among all of you. So he says after looking from Dinak and Katya to the rest of the group. Katya, you will notice that he does kind of avoid making eye contact with you.
Okay.
The domain has been expanded. It'll also help you with travel time for this until you leave the domain as well. So, good luck. And I hope for the best. Now, if you'll excuse me, and he will wander off to go assist the others, the wraiths and Siddiq, who are there.
Why did that roll a green die?
I saw purple.
It's green on my screen. Weird. It's a 10 enough to notice if his lack of eye contact means anything.
By the way, when you get anywhere near Dinak, you're just gonna get just a look of disgust and just kind of him leaning back just a little bit.
I'd say with a 10, he's not really On isn't really hiding it. He almost seems to be embarrassed by something, but isn't sure.
Is it just me, or is everybody giving me strange looks and acting odd? Something happened last night.
I'm just gonna say this: you're never getting a hold of a turkey anywhere near me again.
A turkey?
I'll
Could I
say
eat
no
a whole
more.
turkey? Maybe it's best if I don't know. I got so drunk last night, I don't remember much of anything. Probably for the best. Anyways, We should continue our travel towards the pinnacle
Most-
tips.
Most definitely for the best.
Again,
Okay.
I emphasize, we must continue our travel towards the pinnacle tips.
Okay.
What happened last night?
You don't want to know.
So,
Okay.
which way are you guys wanting to go? Are you guys wanting to go around the mountains this way? Or are you wanting to come down and go around this way?
The first option.
Any objections?
Can you show those again?
First one is basically coming this way and then going this way. The other one is coming effectively to the same place and going around the mountain the long way.
Let's
Although I
not
guess
go the
this-
long way.
Although I guess this would technically be a little bit faster. It's about the same.
Which
Which direction did your vision take you in? Do you remember?
The vision was done outside of Xander's tower, so it was a straight shot, basically.
It
Plus-
took me over the mountains, not around them.
So then perhaps we should go over the mountains?
No, it was just as the crow flies.
Oh, I see. Then we should
I
send-
asked it for the quickest route, and it went over the mountain as if it was
That's fair.
flying.
Well, based on this map
It is
that we were
good.
looking at,
Yes?
also yes, you were alive. Based on this map that
That's
we were
good.
looking at, our best option would be to head southeast around southward around the mountain rather than heading more eastward. It feels like a more direct route.
Yeah, that sounds about right. What's that, Asta?
I was just going to ask if
Please.
Beyond 20 got a makeover because it looks very different, and I'm confused.
If what got a makeover?
Roll 20.
no.
Looks the same to me.
Yeah. Weird thing.
You talking about your character sheet, maybe? Let me take a peek.
No, I can't, like... never mind, I'll figure it out.
People can't help you if you don't let them.
I mean, thank you for letting
Help.
us know. I would say tell Blind to take a look at it as well, just to maybe he can figure it out. I mean, on my end, everything looks normal. Maybe, but maybe there's something different on your end that I just don't see. Okay. All right. So, oops, I wanted this one.
She pressed on the Beyond 20 link.
Ah.
I didn't
So-
press on nothing, first off.
So, for the first day of travel, nobody needs to do anything because you're all within On's domain. And because you're within On's domain, the first day of travel will get you, or one whole day of travel, will actually get you all the way to here.
Oh, the plants were pushing us the whole way.
It's actually weird. It's almost more like the forest around you guys has almost shifted in a way to like almost make a path for you and like deter you from getting off the off track and have
I
continued to
see.
make you guys stay the course. It's effectively more about like instead of you guys having to move around things or go through
It's
something
a moving
or-
sidewalk.
Kind of, yeah. But arriving here will be the first day of travel. And with that, you guys would need to set up watch. Actually,
Not if we
Actu-
choose to stop just short of the edge of his domain.
I was just gonna say you could choose to do that, and you would still be in the same area
Yeah.
potentially. You guys want to do that then?
Yeah, why not?
Okay.
Make sure we're all completely rested.
Yeah, I'm gonna roll something. Okay. All right. Well then, because I rolled like garbage, you guys completed a long rest, and when you guys awake in the morning, everything seems fine.
Okay. Subtract 1 ration for a day's worth,
Please and thank you.
and 1 day off of our fancy feast.
So, for the next leg of travel, who?
I'm sorry, but I'm not a cat.
Carden, don't forget to mark off your rations for rock.
Yeah, I'm working on that.
Okay. And then for the second day of travel, does anybody wish to roll the survival check to get you to where you need to go?
Don't let me do it. It'll be bad for our health.
I'll go.
You're gonna do it? Okay. Go for it.
Oh no.
4.
That fits. I'm having trouble
Okay.
differentiating from the vision and the current location.
That makes sense. Roll a d12 for me, Denock.
Hey,
Lucky
look,
7.
just one dice.
Can't help but feel that was a
Subtle jab.
Okay.
How about not so subtle?
Okay. Excuse me. Oh man, I don't know what's in my. All right, so you, due to the
Turkey.
relatively,
I was waiting for someone to do that.
alrighty. You know what? You guys lose another day of travel.
Aww.
No, I'm not gonna be that. I'm not gonna be that mean. I'm gonna say though that you guys do lose a little bit of travel as you guys travel and make it here. But the reason you guys get distracted is because you guys actually see, kind of coming around the base of the mountains here, you guys actually see an old dwarven like fortress kind of carved into the side of the mountain, that is mostly broken. The exterior is mostly broken, and it looks to have been long since abandoned. But due to being kind of captivated by it,
Okay.
That was for ignoring it.
I was just gonna say, like, due to the fact that of the poor roll, you guys are kind of like, that looks interesting. Let's investigate a little bit, and you guys lose part of your day investigating this old dwarven ruins. However, you guys would learn kind of the benefit of investigating here would be this was an old dwarvish stronghold originally designed to protect silver mines within the pinnacle tips. The fortress was originally ran by the Stonehammer family, and they what do I do? The Stonehammer family was at forever ago was a very well-known kind of crafting family or clan, not necessarily in terms of weapons, but like masonry crafting. They built very strong defenses and were known for creating some of the world's strongest strongholds. Some of the most impenetrable fortresses ever seen.
And
And
we
yet-
just walked in and out like it was nothing.
There's also nobody there. It's
Yeah.
in ruins. It's crumbled to bits, most of it. But that's what you guys lose a day there. Unfortunately, there is nothing really intriguing about the location either, other than the history that
No
you
brass
learned.
spiders, no steam pouring out
Nothing-
of pipes.
Thank God.
Nope.
No little near naked white guys crawling around going, wah!
What's Waluigi got to do with this?
I have Skyrim mods.
Oh no.
Tell me, if I can, why shouldn't I?
Why not?
That's like
Why not make every single farm
But
learn
why,
to
though?
Waluigi?
What's wrong with that?
But why?
Absolutely
So-
no reason.
how would you guys like to camp for the evening?
On the ground.
Okay.
Actually, it might be better if we set up camp inside the stronghold.
Do you want to?
Give us shelter from the elements, at least.
Well, it'll give us a good spot to set up camp, I do believe. Nice
Okay.
to defend it.
All right. That being said, you cast Private Sanctum, you create the tiny hut. Okay. What will the watch order be? Assuming you guys would like to set one.
I would go first.
Okay. Go ahead and roll a perception check then, Carden.
And then Deanoc will go second.
I'll go third. Why not?
Wait,
15.
you're going?
I'm feeling spry.
Okay, you rolled a 15, and then due to the fact that you, and then you get a couple of additional bonuses for the tiny hut, the private sanctum, and for using the fortress, because it's a unique idea. So, nothing seems to catch your eye, Carden, other than a few things that fly around at night. Mostly just bats catch your eye, but otherwise, no real issue. Deanoc, you said you were going to go second.
Oh boy, this is
Okay.
going to be fun tonight, isn't it?
Oh boy.
We'll find out here. Okay, so you rolled a 4. There are some bonuses, so that's good.
But if my low dice rolls continue, I'm...
Where is my thing? Sorry, honestly, I probably should have had this open a long time ago. Alright, is this what I wanted? Ah, okay. I need to roll. Oh?
Don't do this to me. Don't do this to me, Rep.
Do it.
Can
No.
oh, wait a minute. Aw, you lucky bastard. Yep. You would have just met the threshold. Okay. Your watch goes uneventful.
Dang.
Your private sanctum and tiny hut saved your bacon there.
Yes, I am so glad I got them.
I've already rolled I rolled a predetermined number. I rolled a d6 for the use of your creativity with the fortress, and I rolled a 2. So everybody's getting a +2 bonus to their perception roll for this, which turns your 4 into a 6, and then you typically get like a 3-point buff for your private sanctum, and then you get like 1 for tiny hut, which puts you at a 10, which is what you need. So,
Dang.
okay. That'll bring us to.
I'll take it.
That brings us to Katya.
Katya.
And then are we
wanna
doing a 3-man watch or a 4?
That'll be up to
I
you
was gonna
guys.
say I'll take last watch.
Okay.
We just got launched into it.
18, which is very good for me.
Okay. Your watch seems to go uneventful.
I'm extra spry, but I don't know why.
Turkey.
You do feel more limber today.
I've done some stretching.
Well, oh, that's a good point. Asta, we'll do that here in a minute. Who's the last person? Balinar, you're the last one.
That's me. Yeah.
Yeah, your
Soft 20.
your
Nice.
watch goes uneventful entirely.
Fantastic.
What is that for?
I don't know. Asta, I actually
Ignore
had a
that. I was trying to resize my character sheet. Did not mean to
That's-
click those.
That's okay. I'm gonna ask you to roll a history check with as if you were had expertise in it, so that you can identify for your stone cunning in order to figure out how old this fortress is.
Okie dokie. Nope, not that. Okay. Nope, not that either.
Okay.
It's alphabetical. You're looking for an H.
Yeah. I know, bear with me. My screen is very tiny right now, and as we all know, I'm blind.
That's fair.
No, blind's blind.
Make it bigger.
I'm blinder than blind. I can't. I'm looking with one screen right now, Rona.
Me too.
Yeah, so am I.
My screen is like 13 inches. It's very small.
I don't
That's
have a
what she
measurement on mine.
said? Question mark.
Oh, oh, knew that was
Okay,
coming.
so you have
Walked right into it.
so you rolled a 7, but then you get expertise in it from your stone cunning, so that becomes 7 plus 4 for an 11 plus another 4 for 15. A number, yes, it does. 15 is your total, which is pretty good actually. Judging from the stonework and how this has been kind of carved and worked into the mountain, you would guess that this particular fortress is about 1,500 years old, give or take some, a few years.
Okay.
Now here's the
nice.
question: do you share that with the class?
No, it's my secret to have. Just kidding. Yes, I suppose I will share it with the class.
Then
What was
that
it-
means
what
this
was
was built post-rise. At this, Deonk's gonna start taking a closer
how
look
old?
at this place.
I said about-
1,500.
Oh,
give or take a few years, but
Remember, the rise happened 2,000 years ago.
yep.
correct.
So, anything else you guys want to do in this place?
Oh, Denog is definitely taking a closer look.
Okay. I mean, there are some elements of it that would remind you of the Laputa, Dinok, just because of your insane memory. And obviously, you guys have made modifications to the Laputa. But in terms of like fine craftsmanship, you can definitely see it here. But you also know that dwarves are not the only masters of stonework. And you would see that this place has been very... It appears as though it had been sieged very heavily during whatever attack took place. You do find multiple instances of like scorch marks on the ground. However, I will say the thing that surprises you the most is there are no remains. There's like some really old stain, like at this point just red stains on the cobblestone and stonework here, but there are no bones. There's no, I mean, flesh would have long decayed since then, but there aren't like bones or ash or really even any kind of material of clothing kind of left within this fortress.
Either the dwarves took their dead, or something else did. I'm not sure which terrifies me more. What do you guys think? Which is more terrifying? If dwarves take their dead, or if demons take the dead?
I would say demons.
Demons.
Don't the demons typically just disappear when they die?
No, I mean demons taking the dwarven dead.
Oh. I suppose that would be a frightening thought. I mean, obviously, if the dwarves survived, and they took the demon remains, they would probably still be using this fort.
And what would they do with those remains?
Don't know. But the fact that there's no presence of dwarves anywhere around here, it's probably the other way around.
Yeah, but then, like I said, what are the demons doing with the dead bodies?
Hmm?
Other than just killing, I don't know what demons do.
Manipulate the living.
Okay,
Probably
fair.
manipulate the dead.
And manipulate the dead. And manipulate reality. And manipulate causality.
If it was
Uh,
dwarves taking the bodies, we could at least make a guess as to what they're doing. But demons,
Oh,
not really.
if the dwarves were taking the bodies, they'd be like, "Oh yes, look at this! I can turn this horn into a nice hammer."
Oh boy.
Ost is
Ost-
glaring at you right now and is
There
about
it
to
is.
slug you.
I was just going to say, Asta takes offense.
Can I find like a
Also-
rock or some near object to throw at him?
You have a
Or
bow.
her,
You could
I
just bap him on the head with your bow.
I swing it like a bat and hit them hard.
Oh, you're actually rolling to deal damage.
Are you? Yeah. Are you wanting to inflict damage?
Uh-oh.
I'm in an annoyed mood, sure.
Awesome.
Oh no.
Oh boy.
Inter-party conflict.
Roll a d20 and add your dexterity modifier. So roll a d20 plus 5. wouldn't say you're proficient in using a bow like a bat, so
That'll hit anyway.
does
That'll
a 20
hit.
does a 22 hit?
Yes.
Okay. You have a +5 for your dexterity, so you take 6 points of bludgeoning damage, Katya, as you feel a bow like a almost like a quarterstaff slam into. Where are you hitting him, Asta? Or her? I believe she is in her feminine form at this point.
Well, if you were in your male form, my answer would be different. But
Oh!
you're not.
Okay.
Then I'll just go for the head.
Okay. So you take the 6 points of bludgeoning damage as a what feels like a quarterstaff like slams into the back of your head.
Ow! I feel like I probably deserve that one.
Oh, you 100%
Yes.
did. That was just straight up racism.
And what else is he doing with demons?
At this, you don't hear anything from Deanock, and he's just standing there thinking. Actually, there's a lot you could do with demon remains if they ever stayed. And at this, you see him just kind of like writing in a spare notebook. And kind of muttering to himself.
Okay. Onward and forward then.
Nothing else to do here, so.
My vote.
All right. Somebody roll us another survival check for me.
I'll do it.
Okay.
Do you know how annoying it is that my push to talk just does not work?
Oof.
Sounds like it's working.
Okay.
No, I've just been doing the mute and the unmute. That's the only way I can do it.
Oh.
Sounds
that would
like
be
Really
annoying.
annoying. Yeah.
sounds like you need Pilot to take a look at your Discord and see if there's some settings that are funky.
Well, I believe you have to have Discord selected in order to function with the push to talk. So if you're in Roll20, like your internet is
No.
your no? Oh, no. I don't
No.
use push to talk, so I don't
Rip.
know.
Rip. How stupid do you think I am?
You don't want me to answer that.
I'm
You should
sorry.
see her face right now.
You opened the door so wide to that one, and he walked right in.
And kicked in the window.
No. For real, I know you're I know you're not dumb or stupid.
Just
I'm
blind.
making a joke. Yes, blind has been established. Dumb, stupid, no. I do not think that. I was making a joke, so just so that the internet doesn't kill me.
Oh,
Okay.
And
There we go.
and so that you understand.
emotional damage.
You've got the clip somewhere, don't you, Rip? Play it.
I'm sure I do. I did that on purpose to show my frustration. Yeah, I'm very much aware. Where's...
You better be.
There it is.
Emotional damage.
There it is. I have a new one? What's new? Ooh, those are pretty. What's this?
What?
Do that again?
I spaced out.
Why does that sound like my voice?
Hey, I'm not your mama.
What?
I don't know. It's a new thing on my Let's see, does that give me the
one
name
was
of
great.
it? Oh, Space Troopers. Neat. Alright, anyway. You rolled a 15. Okay. Yeah, that's actually a relatively easy thing, and I believe that's a normal day of travel. Let me double check
Normal
here.
days of travel.
Yep. Alrighty. Oh wait. Sorry, that's not entirely accurate.
Oh, okay.
There we go. Okay. So yeah, you guys actually would be able to make it to where you need to be.
Yay!
So
We didn't see a hole in the mountain
Made
the
it.
whole way?
no, you did not.
Damn! Gonna have to start asking around town then.
As you guys as you guys cross the river, you guys begin to see kind of the clearing of the forest, and around you kind of begins to part and clear, and you guys begin to see this kind of small, cozy, warm, and kind of welcoming village kind of there in town. You can see small streams of smoke floating from what would appear to be chimneys from the far off distance. The buildings, made modest sized, mostly built of wood with some stone inlet, with some stone utilized for foundation, and things like that. You guys see a good number of people currently wandering about and taking care of their own business for the day.
Before we get
And-
any closer, I stop our
Yeah.
group.
Okay, you're gonna halt the group.
Yeah. I do believe we should ask them if they can handle our group. If they're close to that 100 limit.
Okay, somebody sound really loud. Asking for the
I would
population.
suggest one of us going up and inquiring. And either myself or you, Katya.
Why not? I guess I'll go.
You're gonna divide the party.
Only in this very short period.
Okay.
They'll still be able to see me. I'm not going that far. Jeez.
You didn't go that far last time either.
Yes, but this time he's still in view range.
I'm not gonna argue this. Anyway, okay. Katya, you walk up to the edge of or kind of like to the perimeter of the village, and you see.
Can my shadow assassin be in his shadow or moving with his shadow?
I'll allow it.
Oop, wrong button.
You kind of approach the perimeter of the village. What do you do?
Are there any guards?
There don't appear to be.
No. I'll find the first citizen that walks by, and I'll ask them if they know how many people their village has, roughly.
Okay. I'd say you would stop kind of an older gentleman, and he kind of, people. I don't keep count, but how large is your group?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's 5 of us. I think. I think I'm doing that right.
I believe we can accommodate that. If nothing else, talk to Thurgal. He's kind of the leader around here. He'll be able to set you up nice.
What was that name again?
Thurgar. Thurgal.
Thurgar.
Yeah,
Thurgal.
Yeah, sorry. Tharugguall.
Thurgal.
Can you type that out?
Mm-hmm. I'll put it in the Roll20.
Farm long.
What?
Tharugwal. Tharugwal.
Tharogal. It's the U before the G is more of a ooh sound.
That's what I'm saying. Tharugwal.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, all.
Oh yes. So, as
You
you
need to
make your,
stop making these difficult to do names. Even you're having trouble with them.
I have it written out. You guys are the ones correcting me. I have
Thank
the
you for
way.
the information. But whereabouts would I be able to find this fireball?
Down center. You can't miss him. He's the green-skinned one.
I bet he stands out. Thank you.
Also, with
and he
I'm calling
waves you
him
off.
Mr. T.
That's funny.
I
Um,
look back at my companions and I continue towards town center.
Oh, you're gonna. Are you gonna go off without them?
Well, I gotta find the Starwall guy and make sure that it's safe for my companions to come travel up into this town.
Well. Okay.
I don't know what happened to my voice right there.
You
Alright.
went full Texan.
Which is a problem.
I think
It'll be funny.
it's because the old man.
Well,
The old man was talking with a southern accent and just brought it out.
so
Well, you don't know what I want to think about that.
Oh no.
you wander off by yourself and you go to the town center.
Yes.
He's
Okay.
got my shadow assassin in the shadow.
Okay.
I don't know that.
No, you did. You did.
That's
You
for
saw
me.
it.
Don't worry about that. Roll a stealth check for your shadow assassin.
So you were about to say for me to roll a stealth check. I was like, am I sneaking into town square?
Maybe.
Oh, okay. Then. Sorry. Something was there.
No, you're good. Okay. 18. Good to know.
Which that's really low for this guy.
Mm-hmm. All right. So, you guys wander into town. Oops. Oh well. Or you wander into town, and you get to kind of the town center, and you would almost immediately see a kind of tall, kind of strong, muscular build, half-orc man, who's kind of got like this kind of like scruffy face, and he's currently not wearing a shirt, sweating pretty heavily, and is currently ordering people where to put things, moving things around. It seems that they are currently building a part of a new building, and he has been actively involved in doing so.
Any flashbacks to John?
Not as beefy as John.
But still.
I'm just making that important clarification.
Remember, John was an absolute beefcake.
Yeah.
He was a tank of a unit. So,
And Katya's not usually the kind to shyly approach what with high charisma, and also she's gonna walk right up.
Are you the man known as Thorwall?
he kind of turns and looks down and kind of wipes a little bit of sweat from his brow and goes, "Indeed I am, and whom are you, lass? I don't recall seeing you in these town before."
It just blew in from out around the pinnacle tips. My name is Katya, and I have come here with my companions. We we're just trying to make sure that the population limit isn't going to be breached by our presence before we head into town as a group.
Absolutely. Now, how big is your party there?
It's just the 5 of us.
5? I believe we can accommodate 5 individuals, such as yourself.
Well, that is good news indeed. You see, we had an incident with another town previously where we walked in without thinking, and they were beset by demons, and we're trying to avoid that happening again.
I'm sorry to hear that. I know that can be a problem at times, but no, our town population currently sits around 80, I believe, give or take a few. But yeah, no, bring them all in town. If you guys need anything, we'll be breaking for lunch here after a while, but still got some work to do. In the meantime, if y'all need anything, the bakery's always open. And I always recommend getting some good food over there. Samantha, set you up nice, all right?
That sounds delicious. Thank you, sir. I'll be sure to direct them towards you at some point.
Of course.
Hurry, let me get in there.
And he will turn and begin getting back to work.
And I will go fetch my allies.
Okay. As you fetch your allies and you guys begin to meander your way into town, this is where we're going to take a break.
Awesome.
So, all right. I'm also going to have to change up city noises here again too. It's been a hot minute since we've played one of those tracks. But in the meantime, everyone, take a break, get up, stretch your water, drink your legs, and we'll be back here in just a few minutes. BRB. All right, we are back, and the party's entering the city.
Yay!
Hey,
And nobody's dead.
why'd you say something?
What is up with that? That's weird. That sounds really, really weird.
I don't understand.
What's going on?
The city track is like all shades of fucked up on my end, unless I'm not the only one hearing it that way.
It sounds perfectly normal to me.
Yeah, it's fine with us.
Huh. Hopefully it's just me. I don't know if Dream can hear it that way or not.
Only one way to find out.
Yeah, let me find out real fast.
Suddenly deaf.
I think we're okay.
I mean, it's happened to Katya several times.
Anyway, I think we're okay. That means we can, you guys, begin to head into the city. I'm assuming, Katya will fill you in on what has transpired in the interim.
Oh, yes. Of course. I filled them in on what has transpired in the interim.
Thanks for that.
No problem.
then everything should be fine. Assassin, up please. And the Shadow Assassin will whoosh back into normal.
Was that thing following me?
I thought you saw it.
No. I wasn't looking for it. I thought I was completely by myself.
You will not be completely by yourself in these kind of situations. I refuse to do that. He's there as
Especially-
insurance.
Especially after what happened last time. I guess I can't
Yes.
blame you.
But at the same time, it seems that my summons do not count towards the number.
Does that mean...
You kind of roboted there, bud.
Yeah, lightning strike.
Oh,
Yeah.
Dang.
What was I going to say? I guess that means that your shadow assassin doesn't really count as a real person.
at least as far as these demons counting the numbers goes.
So, what would you guys like to do as you enter the town?
Well, since we've been traveling all day, and I don't believe we've stopped for dinner, how about we hit up that bakery run by Samantha that was mentioned by Fireball?
Sounds good to me.
Okay. You guys follow your noses to the bakery. And when you enter, the door opens and it kind of smacks into a low-hanging kind of a bell, and it gives a ding 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 noise as you guys enter, and you guys see, oh, be right with ya. Kind of a young human woman, blonde hair, probably early 30s, kind of wearing a kind of a light sundress, like a kind of a peach. That's the word I was looking for. Like a peach kind of a sundress with like little sunflowers splattered across it, and she is currently finishing up working with another customer, and it smells heavenly in here. The smell of bread permeates the air, and it is very, very, very pleasant. And as she kind of finishes kind of preparing a loaf of bread for a gentleman in front of you guys, she hands it off to a young girl, and kind of goes, Sarah, would you please finish them up, please? And this young girl kind of goes, of course, and kind of just takes the bread, finishes wrapping it, puts it in a bag, and takes care of the customer kind of at the end. And Samantha, now that you know, comes kind of over towards you guys and goes, kind of, welcome. What can I do for you guys today?
Well, apparently we were recommended by...
Fireball.
What did you say? Thoragul?
Fireball.
Yes.
Thurgal.
Thoragul.
Okay. Yeah. I know who everyone knows who he is. He's kind of the leader of the town here. If he
He is
recommended,
quite the figurehead.
Oh, shut your horny butt up.
I'm gonna roll an insight check for her.
I'm sorry, I haven't had any ever.
24 hours. Okay.
Only 48, actually.
Yeah, well. and she kind of goes, yeah, he's kept us all together and kept us very very well organized you You guys look new here. Are you guys from out of town?
Yes, we're. It's a long story, but we're from rather far away.
Of course, of course. Well, I guess if you guys are interested, I have a special running right now on our honeymead loaves. They're half price. They typically pair very nicely with well, anything really. If you're looking for something less substantial but more fruitful, we do have muffins with a variety of different kinds of berries.
Blueberry?
We do have blueberry.
You got my attention.
Okay. We also have a. It's not. The only thing my brain is producing right now is sourdough, and that's not correct.
Ew.
Old sourdough.
Do you have any cakes made with cheeses?
Unfortunately, no, we do not. We do have a couple of cakes prepared, though. Well, that's not very nice. Asta says my brain is made of sourdough. It's not very
Asta
nice.
is just
She's
snark tonight. She's just made of snark.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I'm sure we'd all love to hear her speak instead of typing into the chat. But I understand.
It's so annoying when I can't press to talk, okay? I have to keep on flipping back to Discord from my Chrome, and it's just a pain in the ass.
I understand.
Even with your sourdough brain, you understand.
yeah, better to have a sourdough brain than to have one full of cheese.
You would know.
We do not have, but no, we do not have bread
Every
made
hole.
of cheeses, but we do have cheese that we could apply to the bread.
It's just,
But that would make cheesy bread.
and you're saying that's not freaking delicious?
I'm not saying it's not.
Have you ever tried it? Have you ever tried frying it?
Oh, don't get
I
me
don't believe
started
I
on
have.
that. And you just see D-Knock, his head just whiplashes to you.
Well, I believe you
And
will
his eyes
today.
are just stupidly wide.
Sydney, we need a grilled cheese, if you would. What kind of bread would you like, ma'am?
What kind of bread you got?
We have wheat and effectively, unless you want some kind of like specific kind, it's going to be mainly just be one type.
Then I'll take the one type.
Yeah.
Oh my word.
You guys watch as it looks like the girl that Samantha handed the bread off to earlier pokes her head out from behind or through a window kind of at the back of the wall and goes, "Of course, Mom, coming right up." And disappears again below the ledge of the window, effectively. At which point you see the gentleman in front of you kind of beginning to leave and kind of just nod his head towards you guys and just kind of, "Good day," and begins to leave. So what about everybody else?
Do they have any selection of cheeses here?
They have cheese. Like, that's pretty much it.
I need to buy. I need to buy much rations.
Bread is would be considered a quality, quote unquote, ration.
Yeah, you're looking for hardtack.
Yeah, I'm looking for like normal.
Well, bread turns into hardtack if you give it enough time.
Yeah.
No, this kind of bread turns into mold.
Blech.
Well, the point being, bread is like nice rations that would expire most likely within a certain time, and a better place for rations would be a place like a general store.
Yeah. I mean, I would like to find one eventually, but I will try and get a loaf of bread if I have gold. Let me see if I have gold.
So they're actually taking turns.
Yes, I do. I have 50 gold. Okay.
You guys haven't
Don't
asked.
think we. Yeah, we haven't asked prices.
Can I
that
have
was
a
loud.
My
Can I
bad.
have a piece of cheesy bread?
You would like a grilled cheese as well, then?
Before we get too far into this,
Yes.
how would you prefer we pay? We come from a place that uses gold currency. And
Gold-
coming here, it has been a challenge finding tradable.
Yeah, I do understand that, and it would be it is challenging at times. But we accept both bartering and coin variety.
Oh,
Oh, thank the
God.
gods!
I'll only take one god right now.
Whatever
Deox
god
says,
you pray to.
right now, it's looking like On's the only god I'm going to pray to for a while.
Well, the young girl kind of in the back kind of goes, "It's up, Mom," and sets a small plate in the windowsill, and she quickly, "Oh, thank you," and takes it and hands it off to you, Katya, and she goes, "That'll be 3 silver pieces."
3 silver? 3 silver? Sorry,
Yeah.
my mind was wandering. I got it.
You get three silver. And Sydney, start another one, please. It sounds like we have at least one more interest in one of our grilled cheeses.
Well, hold on before you get started. Valinar, Asta, either of you want one? I'm actually thinking of getting one myself. Just sounds really good.
I'll take one, yeah.
Make that 3 more then. Unless... Looks to
Asta, would you like a grilled cheese?
I just hold my hand out like I'm expecting it.
4.
You see the little girl's face in the window, goes, 4 more grilled cheeses. Got it. And drops back down below. And
She just drops.
at which point you see her then approach her mom and kind of be like, "Is there anything else I can help you with, Mom?" And Sam kind of goes, "Not at the moment. I'm waiting to see if they would like to get anything else." And she kind of goes, "Okay," and she kind of turns and looks at you guys expectingly and just kind of smiles. Do you plan on buying anything else?
Do you have any sweets?
Oh,
have
I'm a sucker for them sweets.
We have muffins. Unfortunately, we're out of cupcakes for the day. Do we have any...
Damn.
Samantha's gonna go, "We might have... Run to the back and see if we have any more cakes left." And the girl, okay, trots off. We might have a cake left if you guys wanted to get a cake and split it. You'd have a little bit of extra, but you know,
There's nothing wrong with extra.
In the meantime, can I interest you guys in anything else? I believe you were curious as to the blueberry muffins.
I'm not just curious, I want one.
Of course. Blueberry muffins are 2 silver, and she kind of prepares one for you. They're already made and right in front of you, so they can very quickly be prepared.
2 more silver.
Mm-hmm.
That's all.
As you kind of bite into the grilled cheese, it is the most perfect grilled cheese you can imagine. But it's really cheesy. Like, it'd be like as if though if you took like instead of like slices of cheese, like you took a partial block of cheese and melted it on top of your bread. And the bread is
Rip. I swear, you stop right there or I'm going to just leave right now and go make me a grilled cheese.
Well, I was just gonna say that the bread was thick and crisp, so that was gonna be the end of my description.
My mouth is watering, guys. My mouth is watering.
If my mouth gets any more moist, I'll let me stop myself right there.
And the blueberry muffin, mwah, very good. It's moist and got a good distribution of muffins to bread ratio.
Berries, you mean?
What did I say?
Muffins to bread.
You said muffins to bread ratio.
Yes, the blueberries to bread ratio.
You okay
Wow.
there? Did you have a mini stroke?
Maybe? I can neither confirm nor deny.
He's thinking about food.
I got a bowl of trail mix. I almost said nuts.
That would have
Going
gone
on
over
tonight.
well.
Yeah.
Good thing you didn't say it.
Yeah. Yeah, the muffin is just as good.
Okay.
Yeah. And after a few minutes, it's kind of the young kind of blonde, kind of shorter cut hair girl kind of appears with 4 plates of grilled cheeses and sets them kind of on the counter for you guys and kind of goes, "Here you go." And at the same moment, you watch as she kind of then leaves and kind of, "Here you go, Mom, I'm assuming you're taking care of them," and goes into the back. And as soon as the door kind of opens and she steps in and it closes like one of those swinging through both way kind of a doors, it then swings out and you see her reappear with a probably like an 8-inch cake kind of in hand, and kind of goes, "This was the last one we have, Mom," and she kind of sets it on the counter and you guys see like I said, a small 8-inch kind of 2-layered cake. It's covered in like a chocolate frost, like a chocolate kind of cocoa, like cooled frosting, for lack of a better term. And kind of, and she kind of says, "It's vanilla cake with cocoa and milk and some other ingredients kind of mixed together to create this kind of thick kind of topping that we put on top of it and kind of in the middle between the 2 layers to help them stick together. It's really, really good, and I always recommend eating sweets with a glass of milk if you tend to visit, or if you tend to like milk. We are out of
end up
milk."
damaging myself eating all of this.
She kind of like looks out of the corner of her eye up at her mom and just kind of goes, "We are out of milk." And she goes, Okay, we'll have to get some more tomorrow." So, the rest of you each pay 3 silver pieces for your grilled cheese. They taste the same as I described as Katya's. And if you guys wish to procure the cake, it's 2 gold pieces.
I'll do that.
You're buying the cake?
Perfect.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. You buy the cake. And it's, as you guys, sit down and cut and try some of your the cake and eat. It's really good. The cake is, fluffy, and the cool chocolate frosting is kind of like not quite crunchy, but gives just enough resistance that you kind of have to acknowledge that it's there. And it's really good. The chocolate's rich. The cake is fluffy and light. Overall, very satisfied customers, I'd have to say.
So I will say that I make sure that I serve myself and Valinar and Katya first, and then I let Asta and Cardin split the cake, the rest.
So the 3 of you have one half of the cake, and then the other 2 have the other half of the cake. Is that what I'm hearing?
I wasn't thinking half. I was thinking 1/8 for the 3 of us, and then they can have the rest.
Okay.
Wow.
Look, I know Cardin, and I know Asta is a dwarf, meaning she's got a dwarven hunger.
Fair.
Aye, that's right, she does.
So I know you two, plus, Rock, are our greediest gluttons. By the way, does Rock wake up for any of the cake?
I mean, Rocket follows you guys around like a puppy at this point.
Yeah, Rock can have some cake. I'll give him some.
Okay.
Wait,
Are you
Roll
sure that
a-
you can have
hold
that?
on. I actually stopped Cardin from giving him cake.
I'd give him cake anyways.
Do you want to poison your pet?
Can you make a Constitution saving throw for Rock, please?
God fucking damn it.
I wouldn't do it if you had to do it.
Valinor, you may have to use a spell slot to heal the dog.
Oh no! Oh, okay.
17.
17. Awesome. Cardin, I need you to make a Constitution saving throw now.
Wait,
The
what?
cake poisoned?
No, you'll see.
Okay.
17.
Okay. Cardin, you do not take a point of exhaustion as Rock now has the zoomies and you chase him all over town.
Yeah.
His first taste of sugar.
Yep.
So literally, he runs out the door,
Yes.
just barely, not breaking it as someone else comes in,
Yes.
and Cardin just goes running after him.
Cardin and Rock are indisposed for the rest of the evening.
I turn to where Rock was standing and see like
The
slight
outline.
grooves. I see slight grooves in the floor from where his feet just kind of started, cartoon wheeling.
You look down and he's still there, and you reach out to like poke him, and your hand just kind of goes through him. He's got an after image. He was moving so quick.
By the way, the after image, his pupils are literally more than his eyes. I look to the proprietor and I'm like, I am so sorry about that.
Well, at least I'm not the one having to chase him down.
Agreed. He
I
made
swear,
a
that thing's
mistake.
only like a couple weeks old.
What is it, by the way?
It's a above game. What's the monster name? I forgot.
Render?
Render. Which I thought it was.
Render.
Yeah,
Yep, you
I know.
got it.
Okay.
But I'm not going to say that. I just wanted to make sure I remembered what it was. It was a rock beast. We
Okay.
found it. We found it across the channel.
Yeah, it just kind of.
Wow,
just
you guys
kinda
are
appeared
from a
one
long
day
ways
from my
away then,
magic-
huh?
Well, we're even further than that.
Whoa.
And then I kind of do some quick mental calculations, and then I point straight to Hofkeen. That way. And
Because it's not straight up and it's kind of like just at an angle, she just kind of assumes that you're pointing like westward. No, that'd be eastward. And she just kind of goes, "You honestly don't get much farther. What? Wait,
and then up.
do you guys know? Never mind.
I haven't been
Finish
home.
your thought. Finish your thought. We may be able to answer it.
In time, it'll come. You guys have just arrived after all, and I'm sure you guys still have plenty to talk about and figure.
Can I
and rest for the
insight her?
evening. Sure.
Oh yeah, hard insight from all of us probably.
22.
He knows.
She's a commoner.
Katya, you get
Pretty
insight?
good roll, but not very high.
Yeah, I don't know. Consistent.
Okay. Dina.
Pardon, you don't
Pardon?
count.
Yeah, Carden, you're not there. Dina Katya with a 12. She's actually kind of hard to read. Valinar, she's hiding something. She does not feel comfortable discussing.
Great. Great. Now I'm debating on something I think will probably be a stupid idea.
Well, since we seem to be on this topic anyway, and speaking of this guy and whatnot, we were actually in town because we were trying to find a cave in the side of the Pinnacle Tips somewhere. Would you happen to have any information about the whereabouts?
On a cave?
One that connects to another landmass.
Or just a cave?
One that connects to another landmass. I can't say that I know anything about something like that.
Well, can't suppose it.
What'd you say?
I didn't say anything.
No, Dinok. What
Right.
did Dinok say?
I was just saying. Oh, can't blame me for trying.
And then Valinar, were you gonna say something? Or do something?
I was thinking about inciting that.
You're welcome to if you want.
24.
Not a natural 20. She's lying.
Yep, alright. I'm gonna just quickly mind link with the other guys and say, yeah, she's lying.
I'll use message back to Valinar. Oh no, your mind link. I could just talk back to you without opening my mouth, right?
Yes.
With mind link, yeah.
Okay.
If she's hiding something, how do we get the information from her?
Well, we can let it rest and come back to it later. If we push too hard right now, we could alienate ourselves and have to deal with an entire. How many people did you say the town leader said were here?
About
80-ish?
85
Then we
or
can
so.
say, at minimum, 30 people coming after us.
I think it's a damn good thing that Carden's out there chasing Roxanne because he tried to do something stupid right now.
Well, question. Valna, would you have mind linked to Cardin about this?
I would need to be able to see him
and be within range.
and stay within range.
Meanwhile, outside. Come back, Rock.
By the way, when he goes by the window of the bakery, it sounds like an airplane going off overhead.
Yeah, probably.
And the windows rattle just a little bit. Deanoch looks
Alright.
outside at that and is like, well, I suppose Rock will sleep well tonight.
He sleeps.
And Carden too.
You definitely will.
Cardin always sleeps well. I've never seen him have a bad night's sleep. Except for that temple.
Yeah, but I think we all had a bad night's sleep there.
I think I had it the worst. And that's
I feel
weird.
Some,
You know, coming
I feel
from
like-
me.
how does it,
I feel like Carden is like the human equivalent of Sid. Well, good night.
Basically.
I had plenty of bad days in that temple.
By the way, is the shopkeep still there trying to talk to us?
She's working, but if you guys wish to talk to her, she's more than happy to answer your questions.
So did she overhear us at all?
No, all of this was in your head.
Well, because the rock thing I was saying out loud,
Oh. Of him
including the part
sleeping?
about the temple. Including the part about the temple. That was all out loud.
At
Okay.
some point, our conversation moved outward.
It would have been when Carden ran by, chasing Rock. She wouldn't have said anything to you about it. She would have tried to mind her own business when it comes to that, effectively. Because you're out of towners, and who's to know, you know, where this temple was that you were at. After a while, she'll, and when, you know, business kind of dies down, she'll kind of come back to you, come over to your guys' table and kind of be like, "Can I help you guys with anything else for today, or are you guys just kind of enjoying the smell?"
That and
It does-
being back in any semblance of civilization. We've been
Agreed. Depends on the
wandering for a
ranger.
bit.
Okay. Well, welcome to Kolofón, and I think I said that right.
You're gonna have to repeat that name, please.
You're gonna have to spell that for me?
Kolofón.
Slow spawn. Telephone. Telephone.
Where are you getting these names?
I don't remember where I got this one.
I can't type that. Oh, it's not fair.
You can, you just have to add it as a symbol.
Okay.
You could also just copy it. That's why I typed it in the chat.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Life hacks! Well, welcome to Kolofón, and I hope you guys enjoy your stay as long as you are here. I'm sure Thurgar will help you set up anything that you might need. In terms of inns, there's one. I wouldn't even call it an inn. Effectively, there's a lady here who has a rather large house that she often rents out to travelers due to us not necessarily really needing an inn. We don't get a lot of travelers, but every now and then we do, and it's nice to have a location for them to go. So, if you kind of go down to like the main area of town, there should still be people there, and if you ask for Mary, they'll be able to point you in the right direction.
Well, thank you for the delicious bread and the directions.
And the cake.
Of course. You guys are welcome back anytime.
Okay, I guess we'll see you in the morning.
Hopefully we'll be able to get one of those cupcakes if we come early enough.
You'll have to be here very early then, because those go very quickly. She kind of looks around and kind of looks at you guys and just kind of, keep it between us. But Thurgal's got quite a sweet tooth. He very often comes in and buys a lot. She kind of chuckles and then wanders off, kind of back to do her own thing.
It's no wonder that he recommended this place then.
Well, I suppose it'll be a place where we will meet up with him in the morning if we don't see him on our way to this Mary's house. Well, shall we go collect Cardin and Rock? I don't hear any loud rumblings anymore, so I think Rock finally crashed and passed out.
You don't hear any rock slides, so he's done running. That's funny.
Well, if they both collapse, they'll be easy to collect. Hopefully.
If they both collapse, I'm letting them sleep in the streets. I'm going to bed.
Alright, so you guys wander back towards town, towards the center of town, and I would actually say that you guys would actually see, like, a bunch of kids, like, currently petting and playing with Rock, and you would also probably see Cardin, like, helping build the house that Katya saw earlier, like just by picking up heavy, like really heavy things and putting them somewhere else. And you watch as he does like the same amount of work as like it takes like 3 or 4 other men in the village to do, and you just watch as they like all stare at him flabbergasted as he like picks up like a bundle of lumber and just moves it to another corner of the house, and they're all like, bloody hell, like what the like they're just like, damn. And you can even see Thurgal standing there kind of going as he moves some of that the lumber and stuff.
And then coming up to Thurgal, and who I imagine is Thurgal based on Katya's description. Mm-hmm. Well, he is our party's strong arm. I'm not really surprised.
Yeah, but damn, we could have used him few years ago when we were building all these houses. And he kind of gestures out towards the town, and he goes, would have cut our production time in half. Like, damn.
So this place is new?
I wouldn't say new, but we've had to expand a time or two due to births and other people coming and going, and then we've had our share of demon raids as well.
Oof.
Sometimes buildings get burnt down or knocked down, depending on what comes through. So sometimes you gotta rebuild, make it stronger, maybe slightly more to the left.
Well,
You say that, and you see now, like, where this building that they're building looks as though it has shifted, or has been like moved over a little bit more to the left. And as you kind of look to like the right side of the building, you see where there's like part of a tree that has like the front half facing you, kind of its like skin just currently like debarked, as if a big separating branch had torn off and tore down the side of the trunk, and you can imagine what would have happened from there. Effectively, a tree branch fell down and crushed this house, and they moved it slightly more to the left.
wasn't anyone hurt?
Fortunately, no. The owner of said home was out for the time being. Now he's staying at Mary's, at least until we can finish his here house.
By the way, Denoch.
Thurgal, and he'll hold out his hand.
Denoch will shake.
He'll shake your hand, and he's got a strong grip. He's not like overwhelmingly strong like Cardin or John ever was, but he's got a firm grip. And he kind of looks over and he's probably just as tall as you, because Denoch's relatively tall, right?
Yeah, he's... Oh, I gotta find his notes about how tall Denoch is.
Yeah,
He's over 6.
Yeah, I'm like, I would like, Thurgal is probably like 6'2", so he's probably just as tall, if not a little taller than you. I don't remember how tall Denoch was.
Yeah, give me a second. I'm pulling that up.
No, you're good. But he kind of looks past you, and he sees Kati, and he goes, "Ah, so you're a member of that group the young lass came in inquiring about, the group of 5.
Yes.
Oh shit, she's right here too. Nice. Well, how are you doing, man?"
I can understand how you might have missed me. I'm not overly tall.
Well, being tall ain't all the ways to catch one's attention.
Oh, believe me, I'm very good at catching people's attention. Not usually the way that I want to.
You see him kind of, cock his head a little bit. Oh, do tell.
It's a
I'd rather
magic
not.
thing.
Alright.
Who you see before you is who I am. But it
kind
seems
of-
right now, Clark has caught more attention than I have.
Can you say that one more time for me?
But it seems right now that Carton has caught more attention than I have.
Well,
Right, Denoch is 6'4".
okay, so you're a little bit taller than Thurgal. And he'll turn to you, Kati, and just kind of be like, "Well, I mean, no offense, there, ma'am, but you don't strike me as the individual that can, well, do that." And he'll point, and you watch now as like Carton's just like helping, or he's not helping, he's practically just pushing the side of a wooden wall up to the top of the A-frame of the outside of the wall, and just pushing it up and holding it there by himself, and just kind of like, he's the only person on that wall. Everybody else is now, driving nails in as best, as fast as they can, as he just kind of lifts it up and pushes it into place. Like, seriously, what did that kid eat growing up? Like,
Everything.
Anything that didn't try to eat him first, I'm sure.
And even then, he probably ate that too.
Well, can't say that we haven't. Those of us living here have not had to do something like that before in our past. You know, there for a while it was eat or be eaten. Tell you what, a lot of us did not want to be eaten.
I find it surprising that you and Carton have never crossed paths before. I mean, to hear it told, his clan used to travel, well, herd, he calls them.
Herd?
He says that, yes, his herd has passed around this whole island several times on a migratory path.
I know we got a couple of herds that sometimes wander through here looking for trade goods and sometimes just different unusual commodities.
Then you've perhaps heard of the Wraith.
The Wraiths. Ain't that they're led by them there Okie and Dokie?
Yes, that's his parents.
Ah, shit. Well, hell, I think the last time they came through here, he would have had to have been, shit, I don't know, just a lad. That's probably why I didn't recognize him. Shit, he damn near grew up good.
Yep. They
Like-
may be staying near the large tree near the center of the landmass for a good time. So you may not see them much anymore.
I'm sure they have their reasons, and I'll respect their privacy on that one. You guys know where Mary's is at? I'm sure you guys are going to be needing some rooms for the night.
We were actually hoping to come across you in hopes that you would tell us direction.
Yeah, absolutely.
Samantha gave us directions.
She said center of town, which is where you guys currently are. And yeah,
okay.
he's like, yeah, well, lucky you don't need to go too far from here. And he kind of just points behind you, and he points out kind of a building that kind of sits on kind of like the corner of the street, and it's a large home, effectively. It's probably like a 4-bedroom house, give or take, and then it's got additional rooms.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's
like,
not
like my old home was. Okay, I gotcha.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's definitely not an inn by any means, but it's just a house that somebody owns that has a lot of extra rooms.
Money. Has got enough money to have that many rooms extra.
Well, yeah, something like that. And he kind of goes, Mary there is one of the eldest in the. Actually, is she the only? She's one of the oldest individuals in the town now, and she used to be married to the original spokesperson before I took over. And they had a nice house, and after his passing, she decided to open up the home to those who might come through and whatnot, and just kind of offer rooms to stay, places to sleep, and for a price, of course, but helps her pay for her food and things like that, and as people come and go, it's helpful for her. To my knowledge, she charges like 2 silver a night. Pretty modest, I think. Or if you have something to trade, I'm sure she's willing to trade as well if you don't have any gold on you or silver on you.
Well, I will say it's nice actually having a place that deals with coinage again.
Yeah.
We're all from places with coinage, except for Cardin there. And coming here, it's all been trade. It's been a little difficult.
Rough.
Considering before, we constantly traded our materials for coinage.
Yeah. I get that, and metal is metal. Metal has a value around here, and we honor the coin system because that metal is going to be useful for any kind of number of reasons. Whether we need to melt it down and make nails with, because we need completely out of nails, or we can use it for bartering with other people such as yourselves. So, but it does happen from time to time. People like to hold on to that coinage because it helps them understand and know what the world used to be like before it went to hell.
Literally.
So, can I help you all with anything else for the evening? Otherwise, we're gonna get ready to. Damn it! He's put another wall up. All right. Well, we're about ready to call it a night here, and then we'll be probably finishing this up tomorrow. If not, I'm gonna be turning in here soon. You guys have anything? I can certainly help that now. Hey, boys, wrap it up for the night. And you can hear all the guys. Oh yeah, kind of, putting things down, punching out for the evening.
Well, we were hoping. I don't suppose you would know anything about cave system leading to another landmass?
No, I can't. I can't say that I do. At least nothing's ringing my old bell here.
Dang it! If only it was the second number.
Hang on.
So I got a 10, but my second roll was a 21. If only that would work.
Okay, he doesn't know anything about caves. We should just go get back to his room at Mary's.
Dinah, Katya, kind of hard to read. Dalinar. He doesn't. How do I phrase this? He's not exactly lying, but he's not exactly telling you the truth either.
He doesn't know things, but he knows somebody does know things.
There also may be a limit to how much he's allowed to know, or what he does know, that kind of a thing. You don't know. You don't know. And he's doing. There's a reason why, at the very least, Dalinar, you'd be able to tell. There's at least a reason why he's not saying anything about any of this. At least he believes there's a good reason for it.
No, I'll mind link and communicate that with them again.
Okay. So you kind of one by one inform the group that he's not lying, but he's not telling the whole truth either.
Yeah.
Why does everybody seems so dodgy about this subject?
It could be a closely guarded secret to the town. Well, we'll just have to.
How much you want that? How much you want that the channel that we're looking for is connected to the silver mines that we learned about previously?
Decent chance. But not sure.
I'm also
Well,
assuming
we'll
this
find
is
out.
all in your head. This communication's all in your head,
Yes,
right?
yes.
Okay.
And we've thanked him and have started walking into Mary's.
Okay. As you guys approach to Mary's, you guys see kind of this older lady, kind of white hair, some like thin glass, or sorry, it'd be thick kind of glasses on her face, and she kind of, oh dear, I haven't had this many visitors in a coon's age. Do you guys mind sharing a bed? I only got 3 spare beds.
I can stay with Asta.
Okay.
Well,
And-
it's safer than me sharing with one of the guys.
Says the individual who will turn into a guy the moment they lose consciousness.
That is a true statement. However, since Katya is female by nature, won't act on it.
I'm just saying. It made me laugh. Anyway.
And then Enoch will real quick turn to Valinar and be like, bunkmates.
Sure.
Okay.
Better than either of us bunking with Cardin.
He's got rock.
Now I'm just imagining Cardin and Rock cuddling on the floor.
Well, there'd be 6 of you guys if you count rock, so each of you doubling up in a bed, everybody would have a bed to sleep in for the night. So, what did I say? 2 silver, so 6 silver for the night for the lot of you. And as soon as you guys mark that off,
Who's
you guys-
paying?
Everybody.
Everyone can pay themselves.
Everybody can pay 1
Fair.
silver other than Cardin. Cardin would have to pay 2 because he's got rock.
1 silver? I thought it was 2 silver per bed.
Per bed,
There's
but you
3
guys are
beds.
but there's 3 beds. Everybody has to double up,
Oh.
so you have to do 2 it's 2
Yeah.
silver. So everybody
Okay.
pays 1 silver
I pay
other
one
than
silver.
Cardin, because Cardin's got to get a room to himself, and Cardin will pay 2 silver. So, there you go. And with that, because assuming you guys are just kind of immediately going to bed then.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright. Then with that, you guys get a long rest. And we'll go ahead and end the episode there for the night. That's a very natural stopping point, and it'll give you guys a week to or 2 weeks to consider what you're doing, what you want to do. Yeah. So thank you guys for joining us here tonight. I had a lot of fun. Hopefully everyone else did too, and we'll be back here with some more Mundus here in like 2 weeks. Until then, guys, have a good night. Have a good weekend. And if you have more Turkey Day to do this weekend, happy Turkey Day. See you guys.
And good luck.
Sure. Yeah.
Good night.
Night.
Good night.